Alright, Tim, we are ready to ship the M3 iPad Pros. I just need you to sign right— Good morning! We need to talk more about AI. Did you see OpenAI's valuation? We need more AI in our products. Did I mention AI? My goodness, Tim, why are you so obsessed with artificial intelligence all of a sudden? No, we can't use the term artificial. We're calling it Apple Intelligence. That's what AI stands for. Alright, we'll put the new neural cores in the M4 chip. We'll try to launch that before the end of the year. No! End of the year? That's way too long. We need to start shipping the M4 chip with its new Apple Intelligence cores today, right now! But sir, we already started mass producing the OLED iPad Pros. We're ready to ship them right now, and they have the M3 chip. I don't care, Glenn. Take the M3 out, put the M4 in. I don't care if we have to delay the launch of the new iPads. Just launching iPads in May, like, that's so close to June. That's kind of weird. Why would we do that? That sounds like talkback, Glenn. Are you sure you don't want to be affected by the layoffs? Okay, we'll do it. We'll find a way to make it work. Thank you, Glenn, and have a very, very good morning. Just when we thought we were done with the leaks and rumors for next week's event, Mark Gurman starts dropping a little bit more on us as far as the iPad launch goes, which involves Apple accelerating the timeline of the Apple M4 chip, which is mainly just supposed to be doubling down on more neural cores. And that's, I think, the ultimate good news / bad news situation of this report. I guess the good news is maybe the iPad is gonna have some kind of hardware advantages over every other Apple device, because there isn't rumored to be M4 chips shipping in Macs like this summer, which means that if the M4 chip does unlock some kind of cool generative AI features, the iPad Pro might be able to access them before any other Apple product, so that's kind of cool. However, the downside, the bad news of the situation is after the M3 launch, which was just merely like 6 months ago, if Apple's already starting to launch the M4 chip within like the week, in my opinion, that means it was probably fairly rushed, and it's quite likely that the M4 chip is really not all that much faster or more efficient than the M3. It was mainly just a rush this out, get it out as quick as we can. We've seen Apple rush silicon in the past, and oftentimes it results in not too much of a noticeable performance enhancement, but maybe there's no way around that anyway. And it sounds like the M4 chip's main difference compared to the M3 could just be the sheer amount of neural cores, and Apple wants to double down, of course, on AI being the main advantage of going with Apple Silicon, right? It's no longer about being better than Intel, it's just about having neural cores that can achieve things on device for large language models or large action models that no other AI can achieve because no one else has access to our custom silicon. So if you're excited by all the AI hype that Apple's been teasing us with, then I guess you have reason to be excited, but if you think the whole AI thing is overblown and doesn't translate to much in the real world like I do, then yeah, this doesn't really get you all that excited. iPadOS was going to limit whatever silicon they put in the iPad Pro anyway, right? But thankfully, that's not the only new report that has been somewhat interesting lately. Gurman's also saying that there's a new third-generation Apple Pencil, and this is not meant to be like a cheap one, like the USB-C version. I just hope whatever this pencil has, it ends up in the cancellation and deletion of the Lightning Apple Pencil. Still floating around on the site. Get rid of it, please. But he's saying it will have a new squeeze feature to help you switch between different drawing tools and modes, and a little bit of taptic feedback, which I think would be very welcome, especially considering how good Apple's taptic engine is and how fluid and responsive the Apple Pencil is. Apparently, this should still be compatible with all iPads that are currently compatible with the Apple Pencil 2nd generation, so it probably still uses that inductive charging method. And while he didn't dive too much into the compatibility of this new pencil, I'm really personally hoping that having the taptic feedback could help with some kind of compatibility with Apple Vision Pro, which is quickly running out of users and hype, and a lot of people are having a hard time justifying using theirs, and of course the sales of it aren't that great in the first place. So if they could incentivize Apple Vision Pro users to try out some new features, whether that be through a new Apple Pencil that could now pair with Vision Pro, and maybe having taptic feedback makes it a little bit easier to draw with in maybe 3D space or just on a space that's not on a tablet. You just have all of that data being fed from from the pencil to the headset, and then the headset draws on top of whatever you want to draw on. That would get me really excited, so I really hope they have something in store like that. Other wildcard guesses for this May 7th event, which is very out of character for Apple, would certainly be to update the Apple Magic Keyboard and Magic Mouse and Magic Trackpad. All of those things still rockin' lightning, even though our iPhones have frickin' switched to USB-C already. Come on, Apple. If you're gonna be this aggressive about rolling out the M4 chip, then I think you should also get a little bit more real when it comes to Type-C, especially on the Mac line. There's no need for lightning accessories with the Mac lineup, especially with the iMac, so they're probably not gonna put an M4 chip in the iMac, but if they could at least update all of the accessories. You don't need a ton of new colors, they don't need touch bars or to be backlit or anything fancy. Just swap out the port because, come on, lightning, it's gotta go. The deadline is coming by the end of the year. You've got more lawsuits and regulations to worry about in regards to the App Store and sideloading and all that. Let's get past the Type-C mandate so that we can just move on with our lives. And that involves, yes, killing off the iPad 9th generation, which is also still floating around the website. I don't care if it sells very well, it's lightning, it's gotta go. But what do you guys think of the M4 rumors and this new Taptic engine being built into the next generation Apple Pencil? Does this get you a bit more excited about trying out some new iPads again? Do you think I should try reviewing them again, even after all the horrible things I've said about iPadOS? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And thank you to everybody supporting this channel directly. It seriously helps us out a ton, as does just watching these videos. So thanks again. This is your Apple Sheep here, and I will see you all in the next one.